There are an increasing number of ways to carry essentials on the trail, and the hip pack of the past has become a proven solution in the present. And while many offerings on the market still exhibit the genetics of their 80s ancestry, the Bontrager Rapid Pack is a bit of an evolved specimen. The Rapid Pack quietly carries enough gear for about a 1 to 2 hour ride, and I only become aware of it when I need to take a drink or turn a tool or snap a selfie. When I first got it, I noticed that the materials were high quality, and beyond that, I didn't really pay much attention to it. Put it on, I used it, and that may be sad for the people that took the time and effort to really think about this thing and design it, but it does show just how well it works. It's really kind of high praise for any hip pack that you can just forget about it as soon as you turn a pedal. The pack has a simple and refined silhouette. Overall, it's a subdued style that definitely puts fit over fashion, which is something you can't always say of other offerings. Most other hip packs on the market are essentially cargo compartments that have straps and pads that make them wearable. And that's the traditional approach. It's probably why a lot of hip packs compromise on comfort. It's also why a lot of them look like they contain at least one George Michael cassette. The Bontrager Rapid Pack, on the other hand, definitely shows the earmarks of that Bontrager innovation. So if you're not familiar with Bontrager, just know these two things. One, your rides have likely benefited from the work of Keith Bontrager, and two, the Bontrager name is synonymous with the words innovation and quality. And while the Rapid Pack is essentially a fanny pack, it still receives that Bontrager touch. So the Rapid Pack design centers around this back panel. It's a single piece that has a wide and tapered shape, so that allows it to fit really comfortably around your waist. It's kind of a semi-rigid construction, so it has enough flex to move with you through every whip and switchback. It's also rigid enough that it's going to offer ample purchase for everything that you're going to stuff into these pockets. The water bottle holster is centered, so when this thing is topped off, it keeps the weight centered. It does mean that it can be a little bit hard to get to when you're on the move, depending on your shoulder mobility, but at least a full water bottle isn't going to be pulling your pack off to either side. The pockets are made of a stretch woven and rugged material. The stretchiness basically allows the pockets to accommodate larger loads. So whether you're stuffing it full of snacks and spare parts and tools, or just going on a quick ride with a key fob and a phone, you're going to get a flop-free experience because everything's going to be held snugly to you. It's a simple, elegant solution, mostly because you get that nice snug experience without the need for things like compression straps. So if we look inside the pockets, we'll find that either side is really designed for its own category of item. The left side is really about your tools and spare parts. It's outfitted with 2 mesh sleeves. I can actually fit an inner tube into the larger mesh sleeve, as well as a CO2 cartridge and the adapter. In the smaller mesh sleeve, I usually put my multi-tool in there, and there's still space for a bunch of other stuff in there. On the right side, we're looking at a sleeve for our wallet, cell phone. There's a sleeve for your key or key fob, as well as the little clasp for that to hold it in there, and then again more space for snacks and things like that. The zipper pulls have a unique and angular shape, and while at first that may just seem to make them look cool, their distinct shape is easier to detect when you're wearing gloves. It's a small detail, but one I appreciate. The design can err a bit on the side of comfort while riding. Yes, that is what's good about it. The elastic pockets work to keep everything really close to you. But when you're carrying more than just the basic kit, they can feel a bit claustrophobic. I do think maybe having a different color on the inside, a bright color, could help resolve that. Which brings me to the only other issue I have with the pack. It comes in black and black. So if you want a different colored fanny pack, you're going to be looking somewhere else. So in terms of ruggedness, I've been using this regularly for about a year now, over a year. Seen a fair bit of miles, and a fair number of crashes, and in those crashes it's basically just kind of received a couple of nicks. Beyond that, it's held up like a champ. So if you like to replace your packs on the regular basis, you might also look somewhere else because you'll be stuck with this guy for a while. So some weaknesses: the tight pockets can be a bit claustrophobic. The interiors of the pockets are black, which can make it hard to find things when they're kind of down low. The color is black and that's all you get. You can't choose any other color. The subdued style, some may find that a little bit too cool. Some strengths is that these snug pockets keep everything nice and tight. It's constructed of really rugged material, so it's definitely gonna last a long time. It's also a pretty simple construction, you know, like the one-piece back, and not a lot of seams. It doesn't need compression straps. The cinching is two-sided, so you have a cinching on either side, so that makes it easy to make nice and even. The understated style, I personally like that. I like the easy to detect zipper pulls, their unique shape, and finally the bottle centrally positioned, which keeps the weight centrally positioned. So this is the Stealth Fanny Pack. If you're looking for a fanny pack that's gonna last a long time and that you can forget about from the first pedal, I would definitely put this guy on your short list. The only thing I would really change is the interior color. Make it red, Keith.